Hey guys, what's going on? This is James here again for another little video for you guys. This time I have a cool car part to install. It's a smaller one, and it's on the interior, which is pretty cool. I haven't done a whole lot of interior stuff yet, so pretty hyped about that. The interior part in question actually comes to us through our sponsor, Seamless Design, and they sent over a shift boot and a e-brake boot, so that's pretty cool. Let's have a look at that product, shall we? It got to me in about a week or about 5 days or so. He had it shipped out pretty early last week, I want to say on Monday, and it got to me last night, so that being Friday. So yeah, about 5 days. Anyway, so here are the items in question. These guys are pretty cool. I got the ultra suede version of them. They are black with the red stitching. What's really cool about his website and his boots is that you can choose different stitch patterns. So I chose one that I thought looked pretty cool. It looks like an EKG line, and overall I can say the quality of them is really nice. There is only 2 visible seams, and even then they're hardly even noticeable, and they're really clean. He has also included his little brand on here as well, which is a nice touch. The ultra suede is really soft. It looks good. There's no blemishes on it. Overall, just a really good product, and I'm really excited to get these on the car. It should be a really subtle touch, but I think it'll look great, and I'm excited to install that, which I'll also be showing you guys how to install. So here we go. Okay guys, so step 1 is to remove this trim piece right here, which is done by lifting up on each of these corners. So lift straight up, and it will eventually come out. If you have issues, you can use a little pry tool to kind of get in between the trim pieces. Just be careful. So just want to pull up and it'll come out like so. Also, you want to make sure that you remove your shift knob. It's a counterclockwise thread, so just go ahead and spin that bad boy off like so. Now you can remove this trim piece, and you want to get the boot around the reverse lockout, which is easier said than done. Generally just start at one side of it, and you want to kind of pull up on it, and eventually it'll get around the reverse lockout and you can pull it off, like so. Now to remove the actual boot itself, these little tabs here will remove this inner black trim piece from the outer trim piece, and that will allow you to completely take off this boot. So let's pop those off. I would encourage you guys to start at one end and use a pair of pliers to push in these little lockout tabs, bend them, and then you want to push them in ever so slightly. You want to keep doing that just all the way around for all of the little clips. And now you should have 2 of these trim pieces. You want to set the exterior trim piece off to the side and go ahead and remove the existing boot. It just is held on by some tabs here. Remove those and it should come right off. So now we want to install our new shift boot, and you want to pay attention to the orientation that you install it. The stitching here is going to face the rear of the car, and the little small tag will face the front of the car. Insert it like so, and on the back side you want to line up the holes with the corresponding clips on the actual trim piece itself. Once this is done, you can go ahead and insert it in this trim piece and then just reassemble everything, and you should be good to go. However, what I am going to do next is I'm actually going to paint this trim piece black and have the red WRX emblem in there like that. So I think that'll look really cool, especially with the contrast red stitching. And I also have the e-brake boot to install, which I will show you guys as well. So here we go. Okay, so when you install the e-brake boot, you want to look inside your center console. There will be 2 of these 10mm screws down here that you can remove with either a socket or a Phillips head. Once those 2 are out, this whole thing will move. Next, you need to remove the e-brake boot trim piece, which is done by reaching your hand over here and you find the end of the trim piece, and you simply have to hook your hands inside of the trim piece and lift straight up. So once this trim is free, you then want to wiggle the boot up and over the e-brake handle itself, and it'll eventually come off, like so. With the e-brake boot, there's adhesive along the edges here that you have to remove either using a hair dryer or a heat gun, which will soften the adhesive, allowing you to completely remove this boot. So once this boot has been removed, you are going to need a new adhesive to install your other boot. I am going to use Loctite, and you simply just have to hook in these tabs here, and you want to leave enough clearance that you can activate the e-brake handle itself. So you want to make sure that you have enough room and that it's not kind of lopsided on there. Sit tight. Hey guys, I am back. So I have this now completely painted with the red emblem inlay in there, which looks really good. Now you want to make sure that the boot is all the way on the interior trim piece. You want to make sure that the fabric is overlapping the edge of the trim piece so it won't leave any gaps or holes in between the trim piece and fabric itself. Once that's done, you can go ahead and install it in the exterior trim piece. And now I like to push down on the shift boot so it'll kind of fill the hole in the trim piece. Now let's go ahead and install this sucker back on our console. And there we go. Now we have everything installed. It looks great. This looks 1,000% better than the original trim piece and boot. Here are some glam shots of it. Enjoy. Hey guys, hope you enjoyed the video. What do you think of the new shift boots? I like them a lot. If you like them too, if you don't like them, you should let me know in the comments. What can they improve on? What can they add? That type of stuff. Be constructive. If you're in the market for a new shift boot, you should totally hit up Seamless Designs. They do great work and they offer lots of options for shift boots. Use the promo code SubieCrew20 for an extra 20% off. Who doesn't like that extra savings? So use that coupon code. It'll be fun. It'll be great. You'll like it. Anyways, hit that like and subscribe button if you enjoyed this video, and stay tuned for upcoming content. We try to release videos at least once a week, hopefully on Wednesdays. Some weeks it's a little rough, so hope you guys kind of understand that. Also, hit up our other social media, Facebook, Instagram, all that fun stuff. Also, huge shout out to Anarchy Motive, our other sponsor, which you should see a video here coming soon about as well. They do custom shift knobs, and we have a coupon code for that. So anything shifter related, we have you guys covered, so that's pretty cool. Everything is down in the description, links to everything. I think that's it. Bye.